Hello, everybody. It is badass movie time. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm doing one of these because it's pretty late, but I don't have to get up super early in the morning. So I was like, I want to do a badass movie time when I'm half awake. Um, I've been waiting to do this episode for a while because this is a pretty big one. So I think we'll see. We'll see. I can actually get through this pretty fast, but there's a lot of movies to talk about. Um, One of my favorite um, ways to collect movies isn't necessarily like I like multi packs. I love multi packs of films. I like when I get like a bunch of movies all in one package. And one of the first times I ever saw this was in this 10 movies in one that I got for Christmas one year. And this one's The Dead Walk. So this was my first like multi pack for DVDs. And I thought this was so fucking cool, man. First off, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, especially with the glare. Um, there's a local horror host called Zombo, and the show's called Zombo's House of Horror Movies. And the first time I ever caught an episode of that, they played The Brain That Wouldn't Die. And that was my first viewing of The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I probably have 8 different copies of The Brain That Wouldn't Die because I'm pretty sure it's public domain. But this has also, what was the other one on here? Oh, there's a movie called King of the Zombies, and Boris Karloff is in it, and everybody's super racist in this movie. The whole movie's racist, but I still like King of the Zombies. If it came out in what year? 1941, so it's an old movie. But yeah, this is a fun. This was my first time ever getting. This is just 10 movies. They get bigger, guys. Don't worry, they're gonna get a lot bigger. Hold on one second. Um, Sorry. So the next horror movie pack I got, my mom sent me because she was excited. She was like, "Hey, check this out," and she got me 50 movies in one. So it's not just 10 movies; it's 50 movies in a whole little set. And I actually have my favorites not even in here. This is 50 fucking movies. And I really liked the packaging. It has this like Velcro, and then all your movies are in there. And it's super cool. My mom got me that though. And some of my favorite movies in this set was we got The Last Man on Earth, which is another one that I originally saw on Zombo's House of Horror Movies. For those of you that aren't in the know, The Last Man on Earth came out in 1960. It predates Night of the Living Dead. And it's based on I Am Legend. So you got The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. You have Night of the Living Dead, which is heavily based off of I Am Legend. And then you have the Omega Man. And then you have the Will Smith movie. There was gonna be an I Am Legend movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was really excited about that movie, but it never came through. And then we got Metropolis here. Metropolis is great. But yeah, these things are fucking cool, man. I like these movie sets. So over the years, and I haven't bought one recently because I own a good portion of these movies, but over the years, I have been collecting these multi-movie pack things. And these are all the 50 ones. So this one's Chilling. So that's pretty cool packaging. They did away with the Velcro, and you just get a stack of fucking movies that you may have never heard of. And this was great for when I was doing homework all the time. I could just throw on some shitty movie that I don't really care that much about. But every once in a while, you'd come across something like The Alien Zone. The Alien Zone's an anthology film, also known as House of the Dead. Not to be confused with the Uwe Boll. Uwe Boll. This has Lady Frankenstein. It has Land of the Minotaur. It has Medusa. Metamorphosis is good. Pretty fucking cool. Um, I think my favorite of the bunch. Oh, I have 2 copies of this. Oh, I think I won a contest, and so I have an unopened one. But this is my favorite one, and this had Frankenstein 80. It has Hands of Steel, House by the Cemetery, Manos, The Hands of Fate. There's all kinds, man. This is a great one. What was it? The Vampires. I think it was the Vampire's Grave or something like that. Oh, Grave of the Vampire is so fucking crazy. Good stuff. And then the other 2 I have. I believe my brother-in-law got me this one. This has Nosferatu on it. Another copy of The Brain That Wouldn't Die. Night of the Living Dead. Another copy of Metropolis. This is kind of like a rehash of that first one I got. There's a lot on here. Last Man on Earth, The Last Woman on Earth, which came out the same year as The Last Man on Earth. And I don't know if I've ever watched that. I might actually pop that in tonight. Nosferatu. You gotta love Nosferatu. And then the very last one I got, I would get one every year. They would come out. There'd be a couple that'd come out each year, and I'd pick out the one that appealed to me the most. And this last one I got is 100 movies in one. We got 100 motherfucking movies in this thing. It's a little heavier than the rest of them. The Lost World. The 1925 version of The Lost World. Another copy of Alien Zone. All the Kind Strangers. Fury of the Wolfman with Paul Naschy. How Awful about Alan. I never watched that. Laser Mission. Laser Mission's on here. Brandon Lee's in Laser Mission. That's cool. So it's kind of fun. I mean, I've had this for years, and there's no way for me to watch every single movie here. Nor would I want to, but it's just fun because I can go in here and be like, that's a cool title, The Manster. What is that combination of monsters and a man? It's kind of an interesting idea. Let's check out The Manster. Where are we at on time? All right, I'm gonna keep the ball rolling on this because I'm having fun talking about movies with my friends. Maybe you're not a friend of mine. Maybe you're just coming across this and you're like, "What? Why is this guy doing this?" How does one know why anybody does anything? You know what I mean? Yeah, those are fun, man. Those are a lot of fun. You know what? That 100 one wasn't the biggest one. My sister upped the ante. This is actually my favorite of all these sets. And it's purely because of the packaging. She got me a 200 movies in one. Look how fucking cool that is. Proudly displayed up on top of the shelf where everybody can admire and appreciate. You know, this has everything. Everything I just talked to you about, this is like the ultimate. It even has Bulldog Drummond movies. Do you guys know who Bulldog Drummond is? Ugh. Curse of Bigfoot. The Devil's Bat. Dr. Jekyll and the Werewolf. Another Paul Naschy flick. Evil Brain from Outer Space. Japanese movie. Yeah, this is like the best one out of... maybe that's why I stopped buying them, because Kelly like fucking took the cake with that gift. That sits proudly right up here. We got Darth Vader chilling up on top. So I'm gonna go through these a little bit faster. Sorry guys, I'll edit. The beauty of editing. I got the Masters of Martial Arts. When I was in the military, the BX would always have just the most random stuff. Like that sometimes that at that point could have been hard to find. But this has Bruce Lee, Sonny Chiba, and Jackie Chan's on there too. And it's just like some random. It's just a 10 movie set of martial arts movies. I like me some martial arts. But even better than that, I got the Ultimate Dragon Collection. And these are basically Bruce Lee ripoffs. You have all the different Bruce Lees here. Even and their names range from Bruce Lee, instead of Lee, it's spelled Li, to Tracksuit Fever, or you know. So this is pretty dope. I'm glad I bought that. The best one on here is Kung Fu Superman. I just pulled that out of my ass. Alright, I bought this purely for one reason. I got this at Best Buy a couple years ago. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. The final film in the series. I mean, there's the 7 Golden Vampires, but Christopher Lee's not in that. I mean, I like that movie because Peter Cushing's my favorite actor from Hammer. But man, the Satanic Rites of Dracula is so good. It just goes right back to Van Helsing fucking throwing down with Dracula. It's just so good. It's like one of my favorite movies, period. But the bonus on here is definitely The Terror. Jack Nicholson's first movie was in 1963. Him and Boris Karloff. And horror hotels on here, as well as Mutant. So, and it's a cool cover. I got this as a gift from Bill as well. 25 Fright classics. Check it out. We got Doomed to Die. I've never seen Doomed to Die. I've also never seen Marionettes Incorporated, but Leslie Nielsen's in it, so that's cool. There is The Killer Shrews, though. And there's also a movie called The Fruit at the Bottom of the Bowl. So, that's pretty cool. I was really stoked on these. These came out one Halloween I got the Killers collection and the Creatures collection. Just look how cool those covers are, man. So I got another copy of Lady Frankenstein. Do you see how some of these just kind of repeat? Demon's pretty cool. I think I preferred the Creature one. And then this has Silent Night, Bloody Night, House by the Cemetery, The Sadist, and Don't Look in the Basement. So, pretty fucking fun, man. So then Walmart kind of started getting in on the action. And every once in a while, I went from buying, ordering those 100 movie packs, those 50 movie packs, to getting these collections. Because the bigger studios are releasing collections. So I purely bought this for Equilibrium. I fucking love Equilibrium. That was like such a good movie. My friend Ben Bogan, at one of his birthday parties, we rented him a movie. He was like, "Yo, get Equilibrium," and he was spot on, man. So good. The Prophecy's on here. Prophecy's great. And then we got The Faculty, which is one of my all-time favorite movies when I was in high school. Then I got one of these. I think I bought this for Children of the Living Dead. I'd always wanted to see Children of the Living Dead. But then I realized Bloody Murder and Bloody Murder 2's on here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Bloody Murder, but one Halloween my mom rented a bunch of... I get my love for, like, not good movies from watching them with my mom and, like, having... It's fun to make fun of them, and a lot of this stuff I don't just watch by myself. But fucking Bloody Murder, man. It's so bad. Yeah. Carnivore and Deadly Species are on here, too. I think Red Letter Media talked about Carnivore recently. Ew. Creepy Kids and Clowns. I think I bought this for Killjoy. I wanted to watch Killjoy. I like Killjoy. Yeah. Oh, no. I bought this for Children of the Corn, too, baby. Not a big fan of anything with Gacy. But, yeah. Oh, man. So, this has the Ginger Dead Man, which I'm a big Full Moon guy. There, check out the Full Moon episode of the show. But the winner of this DVD is Edward Furlong in Cruel World. Oh man, that's so good. I put that in one night. I was like, what? What? This is a real movie. I'm watching this right now in real life. um, One of my favorite movies is a film called May. So the guy who directed May let May direct a movie called Roman. I believe he did. I think he might have played Roman, didn't he? Yeah, Lucky McKee's starring in it. So they like switch, and it's about a lonely guy instead of a lonely girl. And Angela Beatty's directed it. This also has Paranormal Entity on it, Prophecy 2, Halloween Resurrection, which is fucking fantastic. It appears in Halloween Resurrection. The only thing that can actually kill Michael Myers is Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes busts a rhyme on Michael Myers' candy ass. Do you smell what Busta Rhymes is cooking? I don't know if you do. Also has Wes Craven's Dracula 3, which those movies are great. Oh man, we are getting some good stuff. Speaking of Edward Furlong, that shitty Crow movie. You know, I've only seen They once, and I kind of want to watch They. They's cool, man. They was cool. Wes Craven had a couple. I mean, I don't think he directed They, did he? No, Robert. He presented They. I've actually seen all these movies, I think. But I can tell you why I bought this. Children of the Corn 3. I saw Children of the Corn 3 for the first time when I was 9 at my grandma's house when I was visiting in California. And back then, like on HBO and Cinemax, sometimes they'd play a movie a couple times. So I ended up watching that movie like 3 or 4 times over this vacation. And I was just so like... Children of the Corn's a really well-made movie. This is... It reminds me of like Hellraiser 3. Like, it's not bad. It's still good, but it's not as good. But there's so much more going on that it's like... I think Children of the Corn 3 is probably my favorite out of the whole series, to be honest. So... We got... This is a really good one. This has a bunch of Full Moon stuff. It has... Castle Freak on here. Subspecies. And then it has From Dusk Till Dawn and another copy of The Faculty. Those aren't Full Moon, but 2 Full Moon movies on there. So... Christopher Walken's ugly face. And then I think that came with... I think this came with this movie. This other... I think they were together, but... Devil Dolls, I believe, is Full Moon. And then there's Chupacabra. I remember my friends Ricky and David were always talking about the fucking Chupacabra movie. They were into that. Yeah, so sometimes you get... So I ordered, or I bought the big box of horror. So you see this, and it was all wrapped up. And it was made so I don't know what was on here. So it's kind of like getting a bunch of random movies. And I actually think I was pleasantly surprised because this... I already own a copy of it, like, just by itself. But it had the original Prom Night as well as Prom Night 2 on there, which is really cool. So that was about it. The rest of this is not mentionable. At this time, I don't know. There might be something mentionable on there. I haven't watched all of it. We're going to save the best for last. We're going to save my favorite. This was the most recent one I believe I purchased. They Crawl. And... Zombique. Dude, Zombique was really good. Dogman's on there. Croc. Croc of shit! That movie's a crock of dog shit. What time is it? Oh, boy. We're at 20 minutes. Alright. Okay, that wasn't the most recent. This is the most recent. And I purely bought it because fucking Christopher Lee's on the front, and then you got Vincent Price on the back, and I just like those pictures. This has Abrax, Guardian of the Universe, which is a really weird movie with Jesse Ventura. It has Count Dracula and His Vampire Bride. It has Driller Killer. Into the World. Hands of Steel, again. fucking love Hands of Steel, dude. It's so good. Hands of Steel is about a robot in the future who goes to a desert town to get away from the city, and he starts arm wrestling. He starts competing in arm wrestling matches to impress everyone. And I don't know. And it ends so abruptly that it makes you laugh really hard. Hercules against the Moon Man. This also has Manos, The Hands of Fate. Has a movie called Morons from Outer Space. It has Reefer Madness. Slipstream, which is a really weird Bill Paxton movie that nobody probably has ever heard of. But it also has Warriors of the Wasteland. So, it's a good one. Alright, guys, we're done. I have one more. And these are all my movie packs. No, I have two more. Oh, man, this isn't even my favorite one. Where is my favorite one? I forgot to grab one. Because the last one is so good, it's on the main portion of the shelf. These are all on the bottom. I bought this purely. Look how fucking cool that cover is. Oh, it's so good. I bought this purely for a copy of Bad Taste. I don't know when I got this, but for whatever reason I couldn't find a decent copy of Bad Taste, so I was like, alright, well. It also says Night Train to Terror, so. Fun stuff. The funny thing about this is it has Bad Taste on it, but they put a picture from Dead Alive right there. So I think they got those, or Brain Dead, depending on where you're from. But Bad Taste was Peter Jackson's first flick, and then he did Dead Alive, which is, I remember always seeing that cover at Blockbuster when I was a kid, and my mom wouldn't rent it for me. And then I ended up getting a copy of it when I was about 18, and it fucking blew me away. I was like, this movie's absolutely bonkers and insane. So one of the rare moments when I bought one of these movie packs, I got the best one you possibly could get. And I'm saying it's the best one because I've watched every single movie on here. It's just 8 movies, but this is the best one. There's another one similar to it, but this is the best one. I promise this is the best one. We got Waxwork, we got 976, Evil 2, Ghoulies 3, The Unholy, right? I have a hard time reading this from the camera. It's too far away. But, okay, we'll look at the pictures. We got Chud 2, Chopping Mall, Slaughter High, and Class of 1999. So, before we end this, I guess I gotta talk about some of these movies. These are some classic movies. Let's see here. Okay, Waxwork, 976, Evil 2. I saw on Sci-Fi Channel. I think I saw 976 Evil 2 when it first came out on like cable with my mom. And the scene where the girl gets sucked into Night of the Living Dead was so cool. I didn't see the first 976 Evil until much later, like as an adult, but I dig that movie too. Waxwork is great. If you haven't seen Waxwork, basically, I think I've talked about, I have another copy over here. Basically, these kids go into a wax museum, and like it's all horror themed. So if they walk into the scene, they're in it in like real life. So one guy gets attacked by there's like a wolfman scene, then there's a vampire scene, and at the end of the movie, all this shit comes to life. So you have a whole warehouse just full of monsters and a bunch of dudes trying to shoot and kill the monsters. It's good stuff. Chopping Mall's great. The chick from Night of the Comet's in it. The little sister. Chud 2's good. But the Chud. Slaughter High is great. Especially, I feel like the strong point of Slaughter High is the introduction to that movie. It's just funny. And then Class of 1999 is pretty cool. But the sequel, Cody from Step by Step, is the substitute in this one. I think the sequel is just a hair better, and I saw that one before the original too. So, this is probably my favorite out of all of those movie packs I just showed you. So, hundreds of movies. I think we're in the thousands with just those movie packs alone. Yeah, we're in the thousands, easy, because 300, 400, 500, 600. There's a shit. I just showed you guys a shitload of movies, and so. It's fun to get those, and if you haven't seen a lot of the older stuff, if you're, in your early 30s or late 20s, check it out, man. Old movies are fun. They're cool. I enjoy them. The main reason I buy these is, it's kind of like a blind thing a lot of times. I don't really look at the entire list. I'll see enough. I'll see like 3 or 4, and I'm spending $10 for 3 or 4 movies, and then I get this additional bonus of, oh man, you know what? I really want to watch a movie, but I don't know what I want to watch. Let's grab this random DVD off the shelf and go, all right, well, I've never seen Behemoths, so I have seen Behemoths. It's not very good, but it's just it's cool. It's fun. It's you don't know necessarily what you're getting, and I come from a time period where schedule TV was scheduled. It's not like the internet where I have to think about what I want to do, or even Netflix. You have this wide range of accessibility. This wide range of movies that is accessible to you that you can just pick, and sometimes that can be very overwhelming. Sometimes it can be very underwhelming, but that was kind of the cool thing when I was a kid. It was like I would look at the TV guide and be like, all right, Friday night, I gotta watch Monster Vision. Joe Bob is playing Return of the Living Dead 2. I gotta watch what Joe Bob thinks about that. And it's just, I mean, Joe Bob, by the way, Joe Bob Briggs has had a comeback on Shudder, which is fucking cool. But I think I'm done. I'm like slurring my words. I'm tired. It's been a very long day.